take a look at this Super Saiyan head sculpt made by Air and Hoom. This was a collaboration. This is AH005. This is how their package comes in like a mini meal prep box. It comes with 3 face plates, the actual Super Saiyan head sculpt, and there's a hand in here with the flame fingers you can see. I got mine off of hobbymodelsstore.com. It was around 37 bucks, but this is how Air sends out their packages. I think I have a few Hoom head sculpts. I think this one, maybe not, but they don't send theirs out in like little meal prep boxes, so it's good that they're doing a collab this time. Air Studios is the one that sends their calling card, so this one has Super Saiyan Goku's silhouette on there. And like I mentioned before, for the accessories we have 3 different face plates, and then we have the actual Super Saiyan head sculpt. And for the rest of the accessories, we have the little hand here, and this is the soft rubber plastic. This feels like a really good material. It does bend, but it feels like it will not break. And then it does come with the flame finger here. So this is perfect timing for this kind of accessory, I'd say. And this is a pretty tight fit, honestly. Wow, this is not going in here, but pretty much this finger is supposed to go inside. If I could get it to go inside. Yeah, that fits. That's a really tight fit, but that's pretty much how it's supposed to go on to capture the look of the only time I've seen this being used is when Goku was in the Yard Rat outfit. And I do have Yard Rat Goku back here. And as you can see, I have a bunch of Gokus that we're going to try this head sculpt on, but I just want to go over what the package comes with first. So that's the hand accessory. We do have an extra neck peg here. This is a 3.0 to 2.0 conversion because this head is made for 2.0 figures. And the 3 face plates here before we really get into it. So for this head sculpt, it's well, I was highly anticipating this head sculpt because I think it more so captures the look of Goku when he is in the Cell Saga. And for the first face plate in the Cell Saga, you know, Goku and Gohan's Super Saiyan form that kind of looked more like a happy, playful Super Saiyan form. So this one really captures that likeness very well, especially for this face when he's looking off to the side. There's a really cool scene with Gohan and Goku kind of, you know, standing with each other, but Goku's looking down at him while Gohan is looking up, and this face definitely captures that scene. When I first seen this head sculpt, that was a scene that I was definitely gonna put on my shelf, but now with all the Gokus here, we'll see whatever Goku that this head sculpt looks best on. All these faces look good. This face looks really dope also, and I think this one would look really good on the Yard Rat Goku when he's actually holding the flame finger when he finally meets Trunks for the first time. Like I said before, I do have the Yard Rat Goku back there, and we'll try him on there. So this is their collaboration head sculpt. It's not much for shading. It is the soft rubber plastic, so it can bend, but it won't break. Like I mentioned before, it is a 2.0 neck peg. This one doesn't have any letters in the inside that I see so far. Usually they have their stamp like in the inside, but this one does not. So here are the bangs. It comes in 2 separate parts. So that's all that you get with this purchase. We'll look at each face one by one real quick and get up close before we swap them out. And for me, it's hard to say, you know, which face I'm actually going to pose him on the shelf with, because this face looks good. This face looks really good, actually. All the faces look good. The head sculpt looks good. And again, with this style of spikes, it looks like it's capturing the look of Goku and the Cell Saga. And then the playful looking face, I do have the quick comparison here as one of those fell, but this is full power Goku's playful face versus HM and Hoom. So HM and Hoom, with their collaboration, they definitely killed it. It looks way better than the full power Goku head sculpt. And we'll put them on one of these Gokus in a second. We might not start with that one. And then for this last face, it is the playful look into the side face. So the Gohan 3.0 SH Figuarts didn't come with a playful face like this to be looking towards Goku. But this company, they are in the works of releasing that Gohan to have him, you know, they'll both be looking up and down at each other. So I really like this face. Another playful face. So we'll start off with, I think I'll go with the stern looking face. The stern face seems to be more universal to all these other Gokus. So we will start there. So first we have the Demoniacal Fit 3.0 Goku. And this neck peg is a little bit thicker than a 2.0. We'll see if I have to warm this up before putting it on. Yeah, so you don't have to warm it up. It definitely went right on there. Since it is the soft rubber plastic and there's no gaps in the side. And they really did a good job with this head sculpt. And this is the Goku that I had planned on putting this on with this face. Well, and or the playful face for the 3.0 Gohan. But I think, you know, it looks really good with this 3.0 gi so far. The articulation works well since it's a 3.0. And I sits well on the neck and that looks sick. I like that. Looks down good. So for the first Goku in 3.0, I want to see what that playful face looks like. Looking to the side for him. Yeah, that looks nice. I think I might have him on the shelf. It was either this one or the Yard Rat Goku that we'll look at later on in the video, but this looks sick. This is going to compete with the SH Figuarts 3.0 Goku that's going to be released soon. We get this on this Omen Goku. 2.0 for 2.0. The only thing that's a little tricky, oh, well, that actually went on there pretty good. I was going to say that the neck pegs are always hard to keep straight, but the skin tone on this is kind of off for Omen Goku. But I don't think you'll really be able to tell too much, especially on your shelf when the shadows hit and things like that. But again, the happy looking face, not so much suited for a lot of these other Gokus here. So with this face, I think that looks good. That looks really good on Omen. Just another Super Saiyan head sculpt to have. But, you know, in my opinion, this has to be like top 3 now. If not, I mean, obviously top 5, because people who made these came out with a lot of good ones, and even Black Hole Toys has a good one. But this is him on Omen Goku. The articulation is still going to be the same. There's not really much articulation in the 2.0, but that looks sick. This is Awakening Goku with the Fang Studios head sculpt. If you guys were able to pick this one up, this one came out like a while back, but this is better than the Fang Studios. So at least we have some comparisons to what came out before. Oh my gosh, the neck peg is coming out with this, and I don't feel like doing the whole deal to get this out of here because that's pretty snug. So this is just gonna have to go on here. But again, this is Awakening Goku, and it'll probably sit like slightly higher, but you guys could definitely see what he'll look like with this sculpt. And Awakening Goku always looked good because it has the shading. I just put the Air Studios extra piece on here so it could look like he's fighting Broly. But this would actually be a good head sculpt for that section too, for the Broly section. So Awakening Goku with the Air Studios kit. That looks sick. Damn, I like that. This is a nice head sculpt. But as you can see, some of the pegs get stuck in the head sculpts. And Fang Studios is hard, like poke your fingers hard. So next we have a custom Saiyan Armor Goku. And this is doing the same thing. Oh my gosh. Well, put it on top and look at Saiyan Armor Goku now. All my neck pegs are coming out. Sorry, guys. And I don't feel like going. It's a lot of work. I got to warm it up, and then I got to get a fork, and then I got to like scoop it out, and I don't feel like doing all that. So some of these will go on, and some of these will not. But the skin tone, it does match with the neck, because that's the only part that I didn't paint. So the neck is off, but that looks dope. And actually, he actually made a happy face when he had the Saiyan armor on. think he was taunting Vegeta a lot when he had the Saiyan armor on, saying he looked good and things like that. But oh my gosh, that looks tight. I might have to get another one of these head sculpts just for this body, because it doesn't look good with the full power Goku. HM definitely did their thing. That looks sick. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to put him on the shelf with the Saiyan armor now, man. I can't even decide. That's crazy. It's looking good on all of these. So next we have a Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. And if this neck peg stays in here, okay, perfect. Saiyan Raised on Earth. And the hole's getting looser now, so we could swap them out easy. As you can see, the skin tones on the 2.0s, they seem more like yellowish as opposed to skin tone paint, but nonetheless, that looks really good. Let me switch back to the stern face again. That looks sick. So far, every Goku looks good with this head sculpt. But I try to pull out as many of the Gokus that I could on my shelf, so that way we can see. I think the only one that I don't have out right now is MUI Goku with the shirt off, but I have those guys in some crazy poses and I don't feel like getting them out. My apologies, because then I'd have to put them back in the poses that they were on my shelf. So that's the only one that's missing. But I do not have Lowest Born Saiyan. So this is SSJ Goku. He came out Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And again, I mean, same color gi, same 2.0, so it's still gonna look good. So that looks okay, giving you guys some time to soak it in on which Gokus you have. And next we can go with, if you guys picked up this Demoniacal Fit Goku, this is Counterattacking K. I have a little plastic in there because sometimes the head sculpts don't fit. But the Counterattacking K had like a skinnier neck peg. Man, that looks tight too. What the heck? It's crazy what a head sculpt can do to your entire figure, because SH Figuarts, Demoniacal Fit, like all these companies make sick bodies, but it's just the faces need some work. So I appreciate these third-party companies that come in and give us a head sculpt like this. I mean, come on. Like you take, it was basic before because I had this basic head sculpt on there. You throw this on there, now it turns into like a statue almost. So a lot of nice detail in that. That looks good on Whiskey Goku. Here's a full power Goku. And this is the head sculpt that came with the other Happy Face Super Saiyan. Or this is the body that came with the head sculpt of the Happy Super Saiyan. But this is just Goku without any things on him. More so for Cell Saga, right? So this is what he'd look like on the Cell Saga Goku 2.0. And the 2.0s are pretty much going to look the same. This guy's legs are wobbly. But again, what a head sculpt can do for your figure, that is crazy. Next we have, if you guys got the Demoniacal Fit Unexpected Adventure Goku. This one came out a while back too. It might be still available. Hopefully, you don't want to miss out on this Dragon Ball GT Goku, but damn, again, oh my god. All of them are like 10 for 10, 10 for 10, 10 for 10, but this head sculpt is crazy, yo. For 36 bucks, I got mine from hobbymodelsstore.com. They are sold out right now, so, you know, you'd have to go through eBay, AliExpress, but I'd say definitely get this. I mean, look at this so far. Every figure looks 10 times better with this head sculpt. That is crazy. Crazy business. What we got next? Let's go Legendary Super Saiyan Goku. So I think Air made this. I can't really think of who made it, but just the third parties that come and they set us right. So going on another 3.0 neck peg, and since the rubber is getting like stretched and loosened, it goes on there a lot easier. Damn, another 10 out of 10, man. What the heck? This makes Legendary Super Saiyan Goku become like one of my favorites looking at him with this sculpt, like this legendary Super Saiyan Goku is dope, but it's not like one of my favorite Gokus for some reason. But with this head sculpt on him, he like jumps slots for sure. That is tight. Wow, skin tones match. Articulation is going to be the same. No gap when he's looking down there. Look at that back view. That's tight. Legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Oh my gosh. Next is a demoniacal fit Zeno Goku. What was the name of this guy? Can't remember the name. They come out with a bunch of different like names. But Zeno Goku. So we'll see what Zeno Goku looks like. Super Saiyan. This is what I was gonna say earlier, is like sometimes you get a loose neck peg, and that thing just keeps wanting bending, keeps wanting it keeps wanting to bend down when you're trying to put it on. But again, look at that. Head sculpt on, turns this figure into a 10 out of 10 when it was originally like a 7 out of 10 with the sculpts that he came with. Too bad this sculpt doesn't come with a yelling face. If it came with a yelling face, that would be crazy. There's other face plates that I'm sure that you could get to fit in here. Maybe the Trunks face plates. So, you know, you could definitely get some other looks. I do not have any Trunks face plates on hand, but they do look similar to this. If you guys get what I'm saying with like the bar and the inside, I'm sure that you could kind of get them in there. It'll probably be gappy on the side, but at least you'd get a yelling face. But demoniacal fit, I think this was called Time Ranger, but it makes him go from a 7 to a 10, looking super dope. And next we could do this Yard Rat Goku just came out, even though this one is not the new version. This is the old version, but they're pretty much the same thing. So we could try the Flame Fist on this one too. But again, cha-ching, 10 out of 10. And with all this on, I'd probably make it like a 15 out of 15 because it makes it like more exclusive. But this hand came with, I forgot which one it came with that I just did a review on, but I had the review up. And here's the difference between the two flames that come with the, this one came, I'm sorry, this one came with the Yard Rat that just got released. And the fist, the details in the fist look better on HM. He's got like veins in his hand, and the skin tone looks more like skin tone instead of orange. This looks like the 2.0 color, and then this color looks more like of the other figures that are starting to be released. And then the fire is smaller. This fire is a harder plastic, and then this one is the softer rubber plastic. So you could actually make it look like the fire is like blowing in the wind. That's pretty cool too. So the difference is between the hand, and I'm most likely gonna use this hand now for sure, completes your new Yard Rat Goku if you're able to get this guy. I did a review on him, but I also left the links to where I got him from. I think they're not sold out yet. They were like 25 bucks, so you don't want to miss out on this, especially to get this completed look. And like I said, you can make that look like it's blowing in the wind, and then just look at that. That looks dope. There's not like one of these Gokus that this head sculpt looks bad on. So here is the Beast Deities Goku, and that's what this neck peg conversion is for, so that we can put this 2.0 on the 3.0. And this is the first release of Beast Deities. So the skin tone is kind of pinkish, but still, you can't really tell. I mean, it is off, but when you're gonna put it on the shelf and the shadows are hitting it and things like that, I'm sure that you won't be able to tell at all. Like from here, you can't see that the skin tone is different, but what you can see is that they even made Kong Studios look like a 10 out of 10 with this head sculpt. Crazy, crazy, crazy good. And last but not least, well, let me get this neck peg out. But last but not least, we have the Daima Goku. It's probably like the most recent released Goku, so that's why I saved it for last. And for Daima, It's a good thing that they made this guy, if you were able to get this guy, or if you're interested in this guy. He has a 3.0 neck peg, but it's the size of a 2.0 like peg hole. So you get this head sculpt and you throw him on Daima Goku and he still works, even though this is a smaller Goku. So that looks dope. Not much gap in the back. The Daima Goku does have like a smaller neck. Looks up really well, looks down. Daima Goku had like crazy articulation, has like crazy articulation. So again, this is the HM X Hoom. It's a collaboration between HM Studios and Hoom Studio Creations. I got this head sculpt off of HobbyModelStore.com. Unfortunately, they are all sold out, but it was around $37. So you guys would have to go on eBay or AliExpress like I mentioned before. But I definitely think that this head sculpt is worth it, whether it's even $60, because as you can see, it turned every Goku that you can possibly think of into a 10 out of 10. So I highly recommend getting this guy. And if you feel like this video was helpful, you can hit that like button. If you want to keep an eye out for my next videos to come, go ahead and subscribe. Until then, thank you for watching.